What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a lot to do and we are finally addressing our 29-foot RV, and we are going to be prepping it for its first outdoorsy rental. So what we just loaded up into the truck is a bunch of supplies that we bought for the RV, so that whenever we rent it out on Outdoorsy or RV Share, it has some of the necessities that you would expect from a rental like that. Things like bedding for the beds, utensils, pots and pans, a bunch of stuff like that. It came out to be way more expensive than I anticipated, but HP and I actually used the RV a couple of weeks ago, and so whenever we used it, we really came to know what the RV needed.
And you'd be surprised. I mean, whenever you get an RV and you're camping, the things that you really miss, like foil or scissors or even just basic utensils, you really don't think that you need them until you need them.
So those are the things that we had to buy, and now we need to organize them and get it all sorted so that we can finally take some photos and get this RV listed, because it's been like, I don't know, 2 months since we bought the RV, and I feel like it's something that has been just a constant in the back of my mind. So getting this finally done with, crossing it off the to-do list, will be a huge relief. I wonder if anybody has ever lived here before in their RV.
They had to have.
I definitely think so.
I've thought about it. Just having a little escape from you. Just come out here in the RV. Thought about it.
That's my RV right there. That's my woman cave.
Your $500,000 woman cave. So the purpose for this trip is actually twofold. The first is going to be to unload everything that we purchase for the RV, so that way whenever somebody rents it from us, it'll be turnkey ready. They won't have to do much of anything. And the second is going to be to record some of the stuff and even take notes and instructions on how to load the RV onto a truck and drive with it. And the second would be how to unload it at a campsite, make sure everything is ready to go.
Now, that's an aspect of this entire RV purchase that I know I've been very worried about, is how do we communicate how to work the RV to the people that are renting the RV, because there's a lot that goes into this RV. To be honest, I don't even know how to do it. Like, if HP was in here, I would be completely lost with how to work this RV properly. We have things like putting those jack stands down, connecting it to the truck, and then getting inside the RV. There's just a lot of pieces to the puzzle.
And I don't teach her, because then she would leave me.
So the goal is to make it as easy as possible for somebody to rent the RV, get it fully functioning, even if they've never RV'd before. Now, the problem with our RV lot is that there's like no extra space. Like, I cannot believe how many people in our city own RVs. You like look around, there's RVs everywhere. There is not enough room to do anything. So in order to really set everything up and in order to finish filming, we just filmed a little bit, but we need to film more. We need to go to a different parking lot. And the thing that adds some complexity to it is so cold. I feel like I'm like slurring my words. It is a abnormally chilly day today in Dallas, Texas. How does it feel, HP, to be driving your love once again?
Feels pretty good. I hate it.
HP was born to be an RVer. HP was born to either tow an RV or tow a boat. One of the two.
Trailers are just a thing. If you can't back up a trailer, I just don't trust you.
I guess you don't trust everyone in my family.
Yeah.
So we have a checklist of all the stuff I've purchased, and now we've got to start unloading and we've got to start organizing. See, we bought a lot of stuff, and it has to fill things like the drawers, which is full of dirty stuff, and these cabinets, which I would like to organize, and just basically we want to make this place feel clean, feel nice. We're gonna redo this to make it look nice. We have a lot of stuff to do. Way longer than anticipated, but it all seems to pretty much be done, and now we need to take some photos for the Outdoorsy/RV share listing. HP is behind me setting up the grill for those photos. This is such a cool feature of this RV, this like grill extender thing. Whenever we went camping, we used this, and it was really fun.
We threw down some burgers and some veggie dogs, and it actually worked pretty well. It's nice to be able to not have to use charcoal or use the fire pit at the camping site, and it just makes it a whole lot easier. It really is like a home away from home.
So here HP is, he's taking some photos on things like how to attach the gas line, how to set up the grill, and we also filmed it separately as well. That way the people who rent this RV can know how things are supposed to look. We also took photos of things like what to put into these different storage box things, what goes in here, how to put out this giant bump out. Now, the videos on this channel simply do not do this RV justice. This thing is absolutely massive, especially whenever the bump out is like fully extended. This thing is like a studio apartment. We also recorded things like, what is this? What is this? What is this? So we really have been covering our entire basis from A to Z. That way whoever rents this car, or RV I should say, is all set. And we hope that this really will set us apart from the competition that are in the same game as us in the DFW area. Now, to give you guys a little bit of a tour, it's a little dark in here. Let's see if we can turn on some of these lights. Cabin? And we have light. So the RV looks super clean. As you can see, it's really spacious whenever everything is extended. It looks pretty large. I mean, whenever we went camping, it was my dad, HP, my sister, my 9-month-old niece, and myself, and things worked out really well. So we have our under cabinet. We put things like pots and pans, coffee, different utensils for cooking. Above, we figure people can use this for food storage. We have some oven utensils in the oven here. More storage and some cups that I think we left whenever we were using it. And then we have things like a mini toolkit, first aid kit, and a, I can open this, and a mini broom kit, so that they can keep the RV nice and clean. We head on over to the bathroom, and in here you can see that we have things like cleaning supplies, hand towels, and we're gonna be putting clean bath towels in here as well. We do also need to get things like soap, hand soap, shampoo, those types of things, but I figured we can just get that whenever the renters rent the RV. And then in here we have the bed. So this is a queen-sized bed, which was really comfortable. This is where HP and I slept, and it worked out well. We have some clean comforters that we purchased. We have extra linens up there, and then underneath, which you can't really see, we have a blow-up queen mattress. That way, technically speaking, this RV can sleep 4, even though it is a tight fit. I mean, really, if you really wanted to, you could probably sleep 5 here with the couch that is behind me. And if you really wanted to, we could even take out this table, which is quite honestly a little bit useless, and you could use that as extra bed space as well. So even though the RV technically only has 1 bed, you can sleep 4 to 5 relatively comfortably. Again, we had my 9-month-old niece and 4 adults in the RV a couple of weekends ago, and it was a little cramped, but not too bad.
It is chilly. Oh my goodness. So as far as the pricing for this RV, we're not really sure what to price it at. We do know that there's a few different types of RVs that are pretty close to like what ours is, and they're in the $150 to $200 range, which
per day.
Per day, which our plan is to undercut them severely and hit them.
Hit them where it hurts.
Hit them where it hurts.
Now, it's funny because with peer-to-peer car sharing on Turo specifically, it's something we've been doing for so long that like I feel so confident with almost everything that I do on Turo. Like I know what cars do well, I know what to price them at. I just feel like I know that business model like the back of my hand. And when it comes to like new things like Outdoorsy and RV Share, and even with Get Around as well, I just feel so much less confident about it that I just don't even really know what to expect. Of course, I read the Outdoorsy and RV Share terms of service, so I know my expectations as a host, or our expectations as a host, but I just don't really know what to expect. So there will be a lot of trial and error with this entire experiment.
And Aubrey's kind of short selling that. Aubrey takes this stuff very seriously. And when she says that she read the terms and agreement, you know, the giant thing that everyone just clicks through and ignores on every single thing that they own, Aubrey printed it out in color and took notes on it.
I didn't print it out in color.
I'm pretty sure it was color.
Black and white.
It was in color.
I did, and it was black and white. It was in color, but I did print it out. It actually was pretty short. The Outdoorsy one was only like, I think like 30 pages.
Double-sided?
Because it wasn't the terms and conditions. It was the terms of service, which are different.
Still, I clicked through them.
And that's why HP would have a denied claim as a Turo host.
Never! Close in this giant truck. Second time's charm.
Alright you guys, so we are losing daylight. It is cold, it is rainy, it's getting late, and I am getting incredibly hungry. So
hangry.
Yeah, I am getting hangry. I'm getting hangry. So it's time to park this RV back at the storage unit, and we will of course keep you updated on how this does. By the time this video goes live, fingers crossed that this RV is listed and things go off without a hitch.
And guys, like always, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next episode. Oh, and if you want to rent an RV, we know a guy.